Hello everyone, thanks for joining us on this other edition of the program You and Your Health aired on Equinoxe Radio Multimedia. For presentation, I am Immaculate Fogwe. Circumcision is a practice continuously carried out from one generation to another in Cameroon and in other parts of the world. In some regions in Cameroon, the baby is circumcised 7 days after birth, others 7 months, while others are being circumcised at the age of 7. Today's program, we are going to be looking at the health benefits of circumcision, and we are equally going to be looking at when is the right time for a male child to be circumcised. Let's go on this short break. I will be right back. Welcome back. With me here in the studio is Dr. Pauline Mato-Fopper, a pediatric surgeon at the Lakentini Hospital, located right here in the economic capital, Douala. It is a pleasure having you on the program, Doctor.
Thank you.
So, Doctor, today we are going to be looking at circumcision, which is a very important part when it comes to male children. So, what exactly is circumcision?
Thank you. The circumcision is the surgical removal of the skin to the type of the penis. Mm-hmm. So when we remove this skin, so now the type of the penis is open. Okay. Even the orifice, the urinal orifice. So it's easy to urinate, and it's better because it's clean.
So does it mean if this part is not removed, a child cannot easily urinate?
At certain time, certain children can get the disease, like the skin is completely recovered. Mm-hmm. So the skin lock all the orifice for the urination.
For the urine?
Yes.
Okay. So now, when is the right time for a child to be circumcised? We have some people, religious beliefs, some circumcise their male children at the age of 7, while some people circumcise their children after 7 days. When is the appropriate time for a child to be circumcised?
At certain part of the world, the circumcision is coming in the period of the newborn period for the boys. Mm-hmm. But this thing get the variation because of the country, the religion, and tradition. Mm-hmm. So in our country, we have too much cultural beliefs. Mm-hmm. So they decide, for the family to decide to make circumcision for the children is varied.
Okay. It depends on the family.
It depends on the family, sure.
So now, when you say it depends on the family, does it not have an adverse effect on the child in concern? Like, is it good to circumcise a child after 7 days? Is that child not still very young, tender for such a pain?
So, because of this decision to remove this skin before 7 days, mm-hmm. is more religious than other one.
Okay.
It's because of the Muslim, the thing like this. Mm-hmm. So to decide to do it, they have some traditional
rights
mm-hmm. who decide to do it at the day of birth.
Okay, that's some Muslims who do it. Okay.
So it's depend of the family.
Okay.
And religion.
So there's no appropriate time for circumcision to carry out.
There's not at the age specially to do it.
Okay. So now, if a child is poorly circumcised, what are the risks involved?
If the child
is poorly circumcised,
yes. They have many things, like I think about the skin. Mm-hmm. First time about the skin, when the skin can be removed too much or more or a bit or little, mm-hmm. Yes. And the second thing is that the skin can, after surgical practice, mm-hmm. we can have the closure. So the cicatrization is depend of everyone. Mm-hmm. So after this practice, the skin can recover completely the urinal orifice.
Yeah.
So and make another one complication. We need a second part of surgery.
So meaning if just a little part of the skin is being cut off, another surgery is still needed.
Exactly.
And what if it's instead more? That means the part that was cut is more than what was expected.
You have to redo it. You have to do it again because it's like we are not do it.
My gosh.
So
okay, in a baby, when we talk about, let's say, a 7-day-old baby, after having circumcised that child, how can you reduce that pain? We know it's a painful process. What can be done for this child not to experience pain?
In the newborn period.
Yes, for newborn baby.
For newborn baby.
Yes.
You do it with anesthesia. You cannot do it without
anesthesia.
Yes, because it's very painful. So when we do it, you make or local anesthesia around the penis or injection. The small, just a bit of anesthesia product like lidocaine. You do it. You make like infiltration around the base of the penis, so to reduce the pain.
Okay.
Yes.
If you are just joining us on the program, then know you're watching You and Your Health, and we are here to talk about the health benefits of circumcision. To participate in the program, you can call us through the following numbers: 655-511111 or 652025050. And with me right here in the studio is Dr. Pauline Mato Fopa, a pediatric surgeon at the Douala Lakentini Hospital. Back to you, doctor. Still on the case of a baby, we know wearing diapers in such a situation will be very hard for that baby. How then will the mother manage such a situation?
When you make circumcision, there's no
need for diapers.
No, there's no need for diapers.
Okay, just allow the child
even 2 days.
For 2 days.
After 2 days, it's okay. Yes, because but we have the problem of hygienes. You know, hygienes like
hygiene.
Yes, hygiene. So around the baby, when the mother have to carry it, so you need to protect now, to protect with the pad, so you can use it, but after 2 days, I think it's okay.
So after circumcision, is that part plastered or it's just left like that?
After circumcision, we left like that.
Just left like that?
Yes, it's better.
God. So is there a particular way of carrying the child at that moment?
The mother can do it. The circumcision is not a contraindication to do it. She can carry a baby, she can care of the baby.
But it's a particular way of carrying the child, right? Because you can't just carry just in front like and this, the thing is touching.
Exactly. Exactly.
But now we have some circumcised children who usually cry at night. What can a mother do at that time? Because it's really painful. That I think you already know that.
Yes, I understand. But it's just because the mother is afraid. The crying of the baby is natural. Yes, during the night. It's not only affect to the circumcision, no.
Okay. But we have some babies who don't really cry at night, but due to the pain they incur as a result of circumcision, it's really painful. Can they give them some painkillers, or they just allow the baby like that?
For the new one, so the newborn baby, it is not necessary.
Really?
But after, you know that when you finish circumcision, you can add some drugs like paracetamol, just to reduce the pain for a few times. But don't use anti-inflammatory like ibuprofen, the thing like this. No, it's not necessary. Only paracetamol is okay.
And why is ibuprofen not good?
Because it's the class of anti-inflammatory that we call. It's not good because it reduces the cicatrization.
Okay,
so
I see.
It's reduced the cicatrization.
Okay, we have a call on the line. We're getting back to you. Hello? Hello? Hello, who's on the line, please? Hello? We are unable to get that caller. To participate in the program, you could call us through the following numbers: 655 652-025011 or 652-025050. Make sure when you're calling, you turn up your receiver so we can have you so well and so the line can really be smooth. Because if your receiver is on, we can't get you. So make sure you turn off your receiver and we are going to be answering all your questions on the health benefits of circumcision. Back to you, doctor. So now, imagine a child who was, we have a call on the line. Hello? We just lost that caller. Okay, imagine a child who is already, let me not say a child, an adult who has not been circumcised, an adult of about 25 years. Does it have an effect on, let's say, when it comes to production, giving birth? Will it have an effect on his sperm or whatever?
No, the circumcision has if you do it or not, it's not affect the fertility.
Okay, it has nothing to do with fertility, just with the urinary tract.
Urinary tract, infection, hygiene is important.
Okay, so it means if a man is not circumcised, he might get some infections just due to that?
Yes, when you are not there's not the man don't get circumcision, is exposed to do it, so it's increase the urinary tract infection, like the transmissive, like we call sexual infection. Understand?
Okay, we have a call on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, madam. Good afternoon. Where your name and where you're calling from, and finally your question.
Yes, please. My name is Pearl. I'm calling from Bafusa.
Okay.
Yes, I wish to ask. I circumcised my child, and the foreskin is still covering the penis. So I don't know if it is normal or it's a problem.
It's been how long you circumcised your child?
About 2 months, 3 weeks now.
Okay. You got a question?
Thank you, madam. About the question, you say the foreskin is covered.
Yes, she says it has been about 2 months, 3 weeks that she circumcised the child, and the foreskin is still covering.
It's so covering. She have to redo. She have to redo it.
Oh my God!
So I talk about when the foreskin is not totally removed or is totally removed. There's like the complication of circumcision.
So now, can a doctor, while circumcising a child, there's still another call on the line. Hello? Hello? We just lost that caller. Can a doctor, while circumcising the child, not tell there's already a complication, or it's only after a while that you can notice that?
During the act,
yes,
you can
notice.
So you can notice it.
So if you can notice it, why not do it at a time? While wait?
It's because of the condition that you make it.
Okay.
You understand?
What are some of the conditions you're talking about?
You have to do it at the hospital.
Oh, I see.
In the comfortable
place.
Space. Yeah, sure. Okay. So when you have to do it, you make anesthesia. It's important.
Anesthesia. Because
when you are not do it, you are not comfort to do it. Okay. So you're
scared.
The children is crying. The children is shaking. So you are walking so fast, and you make some
errors.
Sure.
And we have lots of people who rather take their children to, let's say, people around the quarter in our neighborhoods to carry out circumcision. Is it because the hospital is very expensive, or why choose people in our neighborhoods?
I think it's because of information.
Okay.
If somebody, some mother or some father is informed, so you know that the hospital is better.
Okay.
Because the place is comfortable, and about the money for doing inside all the hospital, the cost of circumcision is not too much expensive.
We have another call on the line. Hello.
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam. Oh no, we just lost that caller. I hope you try calling. To participate, you can call us through the following numbers. I repeat, 655-5111 or 652-025050. And we are talking about the health benefits of circumcision with Dr. Pauline Mato-Fober. We have another call on the line. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name?
I'm calling from Tuburo. My name is Wanko Kisapure. I'm calling at the border between Chad and Eritrea.
Okay, thank you so much for participating. Your question now.
Yeah, we are here in the north, and there's an impression that when the child is circumcised, especially within us, the Southwesterners, enlargement during the sexual intercourse, the impression is that the enlargement is always reduced. But here in the north, there's the impression that when they are circumcised already at the full age, when they are doing their sexual intercourse, the enlargement is always given an opportunity to be large. I don't know whether that is true or it is wrong. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Pauline. We have another call on the line. Hello. Okay, he was talking about enlargement. Okay, I hope you got the question. He has different views from that of the Northwest and that of the North, where in the Northwest he says they believe when it's done at a very tender age, the enlargement will be at least big. Well, in the far North, the thing it's because if you do it at that age, it's not really going to be having the structure it needs, or you can better understand that.
The circumcision cannot affect.
Really?
No. Because the package, so when you come to you came to the hospital to do it, you have the size of the penis.
Okay.
So when you go back, it's not reduced. It's only about the technique that you use to do it. When there's some children or babies who get too much adipose tissue. Or for the perineal place like this. So when it's like that, the penis is inside. So when you don't use the good technique to do it, you cannot put it out. Understand?
Okay.
When you finish it, the parents think that the size is reduced. No, it's not reduced because the skin, the adipose tissues is. We have
another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Your name, where you're calling from, and your question. Turn off your receiver, please. Turn off your receiver. Turn off your receiver. We can't really get you clearly. Hello, sir. Please try as much as possible to turn off your receiver whenever you want to call. We have another call on the line. Hello. Okay, we just lost that caller. So try as much as possible to turn off your receiver whenever you're calling, because when your receiver is on, we can't get you clearly and it really affects communication. So in case you have any question, we have another call on the line. Hello? Hello? Please, madam. Yes, madam, please turn off your receiver. Turn off your TV or your radio. And voila, can ask your question now. Hello? Hello, madam.
Yes.
Ask your name, where you're calling from, and your question. Oh, we have another call on the line. We just lost that caller. We are so sorry for the poor connection. Please endeavor to turn off your receiver if you want to pass on this program. It's going to help both of us, because if you ask your question and we can't get you, we definitely can't answer you. So Dr. Pauline is right here to answer all the questions you have as far as circumcision is concerned, as far as when to know it's the right time to carry your circumcision. Everything about circumcision, she's right here to answer you. So back to you, Dr. Pauline. We're talking about the price, and you said the cost is not really a problem because the cost is not that expensive. How much is not that expensive then? How much is not too much? How much is circumcision? To carry out that process, that procedure, how much does it cost at the Douala Lakentini Hospital?
At Douala Lakentini Hospital is 15,000.
15,000.
Sure.
Okay. Wow. And you say it's
including
everything, anesthesia.
Drugs, sure.
Wow. Then that's really, it's not really okay. And right now, I want us to look at something else. You said it's not going to have an effect on a man even if he has not carried out circumcision. Don't you think? Because there are some myths about circumcision that if you're not circumcised, your penis will be big. it's really rampant, and people believe in that. Why do you think people should not believe in such a myth?
I think that this, if you don't circumcise, there's not effect for the size, but there's effect for the aspect, like physical aspect. So certain person think that there is, when the physical aspect is the skin is recovery every all the tip is not good. So it's not good. It's why the right is various like this.
Okay. So who's the right person to carry out circumcision?
Is a medical practitioner.
Anybody? Any medical practitioner?
The doctors and nurse.
But there are no specific doctors and nurses?
The pediatric surgeon at first. The urologist at second, and the other doctor who get the formation. Understand?
Okay, so now we are going to be looking at, let's now look at something else. You said it's a particular person who is supposed to carry out circumcision. What are some of the risks involved in carrying out circumcision in these other places apart from doctors? Because some of these people succeed while some others do not. Even doctors themselves, they equally have some difficulties when it comes to circumcision. How can a mother tell that her circumcision was wrongly done?
When you have when the circumcision is not okay, so it's not already done. It's when the skin is, the foreskin is cut too short or too long, and when again the foreskin is recovery, so it is reattached the tip of the penis. So there is a problem.
Okay, I see.
But some circumstances like the risk, like bleeding, infection. So there is something that we have to do.
Okay, when you notice a child is bleeding a lot.
Sure.
So normally, when does bleeding end? So a woman can really tell that there was a situation.
At 7 minutes.
Wow. After 7 minutes, it's off.
If it continue, the 7 minutes is the period that we call time de coagulation. So the time that after this time, they have a problem for make the coagulation.
Oh, okay. So after 7 minutes, bleeding is supposed to end.
Supposed to.
And apart from bleeding, you said the skin. Can a woman tell just from looking at the skin of the baby?
If it's cut so too short or too long.
How can she tell? Because us, we are just used to, maybe as a medical practitioner, you can easily tell. But us mothers, can a mother easily notice that?
So she can. Okay. Because you understand, this mother will tell you that she think that the foreskin is
dark, is not covering. Yes, so she called.
She know it.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. So what last word do you have for mothers who are yet to circumcise their children? What advice do you have for them watching and listening to you at this moment?
To make circumcision is very difficult. It's not easy. So we need the medical practitioner to do it in the condition with good, like inside the hospital, because they have many techniques to care, understand, like anesthesia and other things.
Thank you so much. And that was Dr. Pauline Mato-Fopa, pediatric surgeon at the Douala Lakentini Hospital. And for me right here, I am Immaculate Fogwe for presentation, and for technical expertise, I got that from Raphael Dipanda. Have a lovely day in the company of more programs on Equinoxe TV and Equinoxe Radio. So long.